Hello, I'm Justin Heyer with Long Range Tactics, and in today's video, we're going to do a review of one of these Fix-It Sticks torque limiting shooting kits. So stay tuned. Let's dive in and take a look at this kit. So this particular kit runs about 180 bucks on the Fix-It Sticks website, at least as of January 1, 2021. This is a soft case that comes in. It's got a Velcro patch on one side, MOLLE webbing on the back so that you can lash it to your pack, put whatever patch is on there that you want. When we open it up inside, you can see we've got the various bits all contained in this nice like plastic / rubber housing. And then we've got our main T-handle held in place with some elastic. This T-handle is not ratcheting. They do sell a ratcheting version, but this one has a free floating collar. So if you hold on to that collar, you can just spin as fast as you want. It does have magnets. I think you can see it there in both ends of the T as well as in the main driver. And that is to retain the bits in place so they won't fall out. In fact, some of these, this one may be one of them, are kind of difficult to get out. So you have to use your thumbnail. There's some little indentations that I think you can see there. Your thumbnail fits in those fine and pulls them out. That is actually kind of one of the only complaints I have about this, is sometimes that it is difficult to get out of the driver, which again, I don't think I would change necessarily because it keeps everything secured, but they can also be difficult to get out of their little holding tray, especially some of these that are close to the torque limiters. Sometimes you have to pull the torque limiter out so that you can get your thumb and finger down in there to pull these out. Not a problem, but just something to be aware of. Now, this is an extension bit essentially for Remington 700 action screws. Works awesome. I use it all the time. It's got a rounded head so that it can go in at any angle pretty quick. This is probably the attachment that I use the very most. And if we take a look down inside here, I've got various different Allen keys. These are all standard keys from 5/64, I believe, up to 3/8 is what it comes with. Then we've got our Torx heads up to a T30. Yep, T30. Then a couple of screwdriver bits and a few metric Allen keys as well. And then our actual torque limiters. One thing that is nice is all of these are labeled. So like here, I think you can see that this is a 2.5 millimeter Allen key. That way you don't confuse which one you've got. It also comes with a half inch socket that hooks right into everything as well. This is really handy on certain scopes, on certain scope bases, excuse me, or rings. Now, to use this, you grab whatever attachment you need. Let's say I'm doing 700 action screws. I want to torque them to 65 inch-pounds. I just snap that into the driver and then attach whatever bit I need. Now as you tighten down, you'll just hear it click over when it gets to its final setting. On some of these that I've used, they don't necessarily click, but all of a sudden they'll slip. So you'll be spinning this driver side that's over here in my right hand, and you'll just notice that this is no longer providing torque. It's limited out. It's no longer providing any input torque. So this particular kit comes with, let's look at it so I don't lie to you. It's got that 65, and it also has a 45 inch-pounds, 25, and a 15, and that pretty much takes care of everything I've needed to do. I may get a 55 to add in here as well, just to kind of round things out, but it works pretty well as is. Again, all of your bits are held very securely in here, almost borderline too much sometimes, depending on how big of a hurry you're in. Then this pouch also has this little mesh pocket. So there are some things, you know, really tiny bits, like this little tiny Torx head and a couple of Allens for a Nightforce Zero stop. So instead I just put my tri-tool or whatever they call this thing down in there. I also keep a very small, find it down in here. This Allen key is used for my zero stop on my Collis. And then I do have one set of scope rings. It's kind of a little bit different. They required a 7/64 bit. So I just threw that down in there as well. So I do like having this pouch for miscellaneous accessories. It also has, you know, some additional, some elastic webbing in there to help retain things. I do kind of wish this would close up. maybe with a zipper or a button or something to kind of help keep everything in there. Occasionally I open this up upside down and drop stuff out on the ground, but not too big of a deal if I just remember what I'm doing. But this kit is awesome. I use it all the time. I even used it a week or two ago to replace some stuff that I was working on in the vacuum. It's kind of just my go-to kit. It stays in my range bag all the time. Just has everything I've pretty much ever needed. And with those torque limiters that are in there, I can get probably 95% done. And with the addition of a 55 inch-pounds, I'll probably have everything I need. So great piece of kit. Couldn't recommend it anymore. Like, absolutely love it. Goes with me everywhere. Hopefully you can see from the video, I love this little piece of kit. It is not cheap, you know, around that $180 mark. They do have some different options. They have an all-in-one kit where the torque limiter actually has little calibration lines and you torque to those lines. It's quite a bit cheaper. That's something you could look at. I think it comes with all the same bits as well. But if you like the idea of having individual torque limiters for all those different settings, I could not recommend this enough. I absolutely love it. I've used it all year long with zero issues. It goes with me everywhere. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit them down in the comments and follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well, and join our Long Range Tactics Facebook group. Thanks for watching.